first thing in the morning, and as soon as you turn it on, breaking news, it's another shooting.
Oh, bro, yeah.
And it's always us.
Yeah, yeah.
And when I say us, it's 16 year
Going
old,
live, fellas.
it's 16 years old and going up,
Yes,
but it's
yes.
always the younger folks.
Absolutely.
And I know when it comes to mentorships and fathers and different things like that, I know a lot of the younger folks are don't have their dads, and then they rule in the household. But man,
Yes.
it's a sad thing when this is all you hear when you be wanting to hear some positive stuff.
Right.
A lot of time when you get to the news and trying to find out the information, other than hearing another shooting, and it was always a 16 or 17 or 20-year-old. And I'm like, good gracious, what are we doing?
Yeah, bro. You're right, Shannon. I tell you, brother, if you go into some of these schools, especially, and I hate to say it, Atlanta public school system, the Cobb County school system, man, it's like a war zone in there. And they've lost respect. And look, used to be a time if somebody used profanity, one of those young kids use it, and they see an adult, oh, I'm sorry. But now they'll look at you like you're crazy, and they'll say, what you looking at? And then they'll curse you. And I've heard them tell a little old lady, baby, don't use that language. And they just start cussing them out, the kids.
And and I know I'm breaking away from this segment a little bit, but the thing is, I got a brother that's a highway patrol in Florida. I got one of my best buds. We was in kindergarten together. He was a captain down in Palm Beach County. And I asked him, I say, Dust, call him Dust Boy. I said, Dust, what are y'all doing at the school systems down there, man? He say, Shad, every one of the high schools in Palm Beach County, as of right now, have metal detectors.
Yep.
You can't get into a football or a basketball game or no event unless you're going through the scanners, et cetera, as well as we have it posted on the school grounds. Your car is subject to be checked.
Yeah.
And he say, and now they're in the process of putting all the detectors and stuff in all the middle schools.
Oh yeah, it's the middle
school. They say the only
different.
Schools they're not gonna put them in is the elementary.
And they're gonna have to get them soon. Trust me. I'm tied in every day. You got second and third graders.
Hey, that made me nervous to know they ain't in the elementary school.
Yeah, I mean, especially, you heard this week where you had a student right here in Georgia, at Shiloh, one of them over there in Gwinnett.
Yeah.
Them pulled a knife on a student and the teacher.
Yeah, stabbed the other student and the teacher. Yeah.
Yeah.
These other things that's going on, man. I got a group that I mentor, and one of the kids was in my mentor group. And the guy pulled me to the side. He said, one of your students, he's at the alternative school because they found a gun in his locker. And but the bad part is they're not getting it home. It's not a kid problem, it's a parent problem. And I can go on about that and tell you what's really going on.
Yeah.
We got to get back to the basics.
Yeah, we got to get back.
Yeah, and it's gonna take all of us. Yeah. I mean, if each one of us can mentor one or two, bro, we can change this thing. Those who have made it, just one or two, because it's crazy shit. I go places now, and some of the kids go, "Hey, OG man, you sharp man," blah blah blah. And then when they come talk to them, now I can drop that wisdom on them, a little bit,
Right.
But because they ain't got nobody to drop it, they like, man, that's deep, bro. That's deep what you drop it, I mean, I get approached that. So if each one of us can take one or two, but anyway, we'll talk about it. We'll definitely talk about it, and sports, and that's a good time. Sports is a way to time in, bro. I mean, because all of them think they're going to the NBA and NFL, soccer. So we can use sports, and we can actually use sports and talk to, because some of them can be some great sportscasters.
Right.
You got to get them to dream.
Being that you mentioned soccer, I went out and I viewed the Arthur Blank Stadium out there.
Yeah.
Out in Fayetteville. Oh man, it's gonna be amazing when they finish.
Isn't it amazing?
Man, Anybody want to go check? It's right off of 54 and Veterans Highway out there going to where they got Triller, all the studios.
The
out there.
studios.
Oh man, the facility that he's building out there, it's awesome.
See, Shed?
Who's supposed to play in there?
That's where the 26th game gonna be.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where they're gonna.
Yeah.
He got over 200 fields. Gonna have over 200 training fields and besides the field that they're gonna play on out there, all kind of different facilities and everything.
Now, what did you say is located? What did you say is located?
In Fayetteville, right off of Veterans Parkway.
Okay.
Off of 54.
Yeah. And see, that's the big one he's building out there. And Shed, and like I say, it's state of the art. And he also built one for the Atlanta United, their practice facility, but people use it during the week. The kids, man, look, that thing, he wanted to place it in Cobb County. I'm not Cobb, DeKalb County. Right there at 285 and Murray Drive. Do you know they started arguing about? So he presented to Marietta, Cobb County. They said, "Oh yeah, go Google that one, man." I mean, he went out there. That Brooms know where it is. If you look right off Franklin Road, 285 right there, he built that facility over there.
Yeah, because that one, boy, I tell you, that one he got going on in Fayetteville.
Yeah. And you know what? You know what, Shed? And everybody, see, he knows, look, this soccer thing is gonna get huge. You got a lot of African American males who can dominate that sports if they start getting the training early, bro.
Right.
You know, that's what now you talking about somebody get paid, them soccer players, they get paid.
Yeah. So that's where the World Cup's supposed to be.
Yeah. It's coming that fight. That thing is coming here, man. It's gonna be. They say that thing's supposed to be bigger than the Super Bowl.
World Cup is huge, man.
Yeah, it's supposed to be what is it, April? I think that's when it starts next year.
And
people lose their minds over that World Cup, man.
Hey, I'm gonna do something real quick just to bring a little laughter to y'all. I got three. I'm gonna show you. I don't want y'all to be this person right here. You know, I'm gonna show you a little something. Let me see, like, look. When I show you this, don't let this be you. Okay? Hold on 1 second. I'm a volume man. Hold on. Come on, volume. Hold on. Here it comes.
Man, he getting on, ain't he?
Y'all don't be that uncle.
Okay.
Lord.
He done had him some beer, some cone, liquor, something.
I don't know. Boy, I don't know how many hot dogs he done had.
Well, I don't know. I guess he ain't married because his wife wouldn't have let him more them pants.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
All right. I just want to have some laughter. Look, y'all. We don't want to be that uncle right there.
No, by no means.
Like, man, look at him, man. Tell him to sit down, man. Tell him to sit down.
And then, you know, one of his sisters, honey, won't you sit down?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? I told you not to have that last night.
Yeah. You know I used to play ball back in the day. You know I used to run that ball. You know I used to run that ball.
What it is, Sanders Murphy?
Brother Murphy.
How y'all doing this evening?
What's up,
man?
Sanders?
We doing good, bro. We were just looking at one of your cousins over there a little while ago.
Who?
One of your cousins was dancing a little while ago. We had him up dancing.
Which one?
Oh, man. You just stepped right in that, Murphy. You were the perfect little segue.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, man, we just had fun. You didn't see him? Hold on. Let me just see him real quick. Hold on.
Sanders' face still a little perplexed. Like, what?
He done stepped right into it. So we gotta let him see his cousin. Let it go. Let it go. Here you go, dog.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my look. He getting it too, boy.
Damn, boys.
Oh, yeah. We just had to let you see it, man. Because you know.
Thank you. Yeah.
That was like, man, what you... And you step right into it. Which one? Oh, man.
Oh.
Hey, brother, how you doing, man? Hey, look, man, our Falcons, man. That's a Oh, we gotta talk about them, man. I don't know what they're gonna do, man. I hope they get this thing right, bro.
Well, did they get rid of the quarterback? What's his name? Cousins?
No, he's still there. They
Yeah.
claiming that they're comfortable having him as a backup. But you know why they're doing that, though, right?
Well,
Because they're trying to bluff the other teams.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. That ain't no way. To me, now maybe I'm wrong. How can you bring him back into the locker room with all that he's done and what he said and what he didn't say? I mean, I just don't see it, man. He just seems like a shyster. What y'all think?
If you were on the team, what would you want him back? He cost you a chance at the playoffs. Him and them dumb coaches, man. I'm not leaving them out. I'm sorry.
You right.
They knew or should have known.
Yeah, somebody should. Yeah, hey, May. Now look, they claim they didn't know. If they didn't know, they're worse than we thought they were.
Or they are what we thought they were.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, man. If you didn't know, look, everybody on this show said this man got to be hurt. Something's wrong. Mays even said that Mays was like he measured he talked about the velocity of his throws.
Yeah.
You think they can't notice that? Come on, man.
Yeah.
I spoke about him so disparagingly. I apologize to you guys. That's all me.
I wonder why you apologize, man. Did somebody get mad because of what you said? You said they stunk. So why did you apologize for that? It was the truth.
Nobody else was saying they stunk at the time.
Well, sometimes folks just don't respond, but that don't mean they agree with you.
Yeah. But bro, you're right. I mean, this thing, man. I mean, look, he started off well. Let's give him credit. But I'm glad, and I told y'all when we drafted that quarterback, everybody else was upset. Michael Penn, I said, look, I think it's a smart move because it's some insurance. Sometimes you got to get your insurance. That's just me.
Well, I think we all agree now. Whether some of us agree in hindsight or some of us saw it in the beginning, they made a stupid mistake by paying a veteran quarterback that much money. I don't mind them getting a veteran quarterback. I think when you bring in these quarterbacks, sometimes it's good to have a veteran quarterback to play half the season or the whole season to bring them along a little bit, because you lose a lot of them in that first season. But they paid this man too much money, as all of us talked about, based on his age, based on his recent injury history, which had not been a whole year. And he came in like he was howdy doody and all Mr. Nice Guy, surfing the crowd and everything. And I don't know, he turned out to be an asshole. And the Falcons coaches turned out to be very stupid. And the brass for paying him that much money.
And I'm like, I agree that was too much money. Think about this, man. Even now, I know I'm on my horse again about this Justin Fields. And Trim, even if he was not the starter, even if you would have got Justin here and still Pence available, Michael Pence took him, man, we would have had a starting quarterback, Michael Pence, and Justin Fields as a backup. Who wouldn't want that on their team?
I think they were spooked by Marcus Mariota, and what's the other guy name? Ritter. Desmond Ritter. I think they were spooked because that's why the coaches got fired, because of those guys. So they were spooked by bringing in a young quarterback, and they did not know they were going to get Penix. All right. But they paid Kirk Cousins too much money.
Oh, yeah. His agent is brilliant. I'm going to tell you that right now. The contract his agent put together for Kirk Cousins, I mean, man, he's on a win-win. He can't lose. I got to give the man the credit. The fans got taken on that.
So the thing is, the Kirk Cousins move made sense at the time because they didn't he was coming off of Ritter. So the question is, was it a good move? And the other question, was it too much money? It was definitely more money. They should have got him for a cheaper
price.
They were probably bidding with themselves, man. I think Minnesota was not going to pay him that much money.
Yeah. So they probably could have got him for maybe 35% less, or instead of, I don't know, So now it still be some wasted money on the table. So it won't be like, let's be real, we weren't going to get no starting quarterback for free. So even if they would have got him for half, it's still been wasted half, $80 million or $90. You know what I mean?
That's
It's
a
just
lot
that,
better,
so
better.
it wasn't going to be that much free, but it was going to be a lot more free if they got a decent price, as far as that salary cap stuff. So, but I thought it made, we didn't have a quarterback. We didn't know Penix was going to be available. So, okay, so yeah, it's just you're right. They're probably bidding against it. Yeah, they should have been able to got him for at least 40-50 million less. I would, guaranteed less or something. Because what they guarantee 160 or what I forgot what the guarantee was.
Some have said 90, some have said 100, but they're going to have a big, huge salary cap hit also.
It's going to hit,
which ties up any money that they can spend. That's why they have not done anything during this period. Exactly. Other teams are making moves here or there. Yeah, they're not doing nothing because they got nothing to do nothing with. Unless they
try to renegotiate.
Unless they cut Grady. Anyumata probably should go because Anyumata has no emotional ties to Atlanta. Grady has emotional ties. You don't want to decide whether that overrides what Grady is in his career. They said we are the second oldest team in the league. That's because of Kirk Cousins. Grady may be part of that. Who else is older on our team, y'all?
And I wouldn't get rid of Grady, though. I'm sorry.
Well, Grady did not look good last year. But see, it's first year back.
Yeah. But you know what? Did he really fall out? See, it's hard to tell those defensive tackles, man, until you see them on film. And a lot of that, the Falcons gonna know better than us because, they're not measured on sacks. They see, and the time that I focus on Grady and what he's doing on the line, look like he's still holding it down. Like I say, the Falcons will know better because they see it on tape because the DT.
Yeah. Whether they keep him or cut him, as far as the problems of fixing the defensive line don't rely with him. He's okay if you got two other better guys, okay? But he can't be your best guy.
He's making a lot of money, though.
Yeah, he can't be your best guy.
They don't have no money.
And he needs to be like your third best defensive lineman, on the team. And then you got to do the team.
They say this, after the huge increase in salary cap, the Falcons were still over the salary cap. How dumb can you get? I mean, y'all saw that picture that nobody commented on. I do a picture of the Clampets with the Falcons
I saw that
logo in the background.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
what else y'all want to talk about? Nobody want to talk no more about them. I guess.
Hey, I'm gonna ask y'all something. This is kind of a fun question, okay? Let's go back to the let's talk. It's on the Falcons. Okay, let's go back to the Falcons when they had that receiving core: Julio Jones, Roddy White, and Harry Douglas. Okay, I'm gonna ask y'all this. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but let's just play along with it. Okay, out of those three, okay, you're in a fight on the streets. It's going down. Okay, which one of those three would you want with you that's gonna be the one that got your back? Out of those three, those receiving core, you got Julio, you got Roddy White, and you got Harry Douglas. Let's go around the room one at a time. Tell me who your person is you riding with.
Harry pretty tough, but without a doubt, Roddy White.
Roddy, okay. I was going Roddy White myself.
Okay, got two Roddy Whites.
I was gonna say Julio.
Okay, got Julio, Sanders Murphy. Brother Broom.
It's a toss-up to me. I guess if it's at his peak, Julio.
Okay, Julio, Grady.
Peak,
Who you got, Grady?
I was gonna go with Roddy.
Gonna go with Roddy. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play something here. Let me go to my stack over here, y'all. Give me a minute to get in here. Okay, let me find it. Let's see. We're gonna see what we got here. Okay. We're gonna play this. Hold on.
Damn, somebody knocking on. Y'all make sure y'all don't get knocked off. Somebody knocking on my door. 12 o'clock. Y'all be aware. Hey, I got the phone. Good Lord.
I'm gonna refrain from what I was about to say.
Okay. I guess he must have disappeared, man.
You all right, bro? We can't see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I see. Oh, it looks like a package at my door. Okay. You know what I think it was, man? I got a neighbor.
Hey man, are
Yeah.
you still in that condo you bought
Yeah.
way back when we was at IBM? I remember you
I know
first
what it
showed
was.
me that.
I got a neighbor he's deaf, and it was a bag outside.
Yeah.
A delivery. I think that was just way
I
of
remember
telling
your BMW 325 when you first got it. We were both working the same shift.
Oh, you were over here before?
You took me on a ride in it, man. We was in the second shift at IBM.
Okay, at my place.
You first bought it.
Okay. I remember the BMW. I didn't ever remember you being over here. I remember Mike being over.
Yeah.
But
no, I'm talking about if that's the same place when you first bought it, way back.
Yeah,
you worked at IBM. Yeah, I was over there then.
Yeah, I wasn't. Okay. Yeah, I'm still here. I moved out for a minute, moved back. I've been in for a long time since then.
Okay. I remember the BMW.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, y'all we go on.
Were y'all able to see the video?
No.
It didn't come up.
We saw a little Robert White, and then it went. I don't remember.
Okay, let's try it again. Hold on. I'm gonna bring it up again.
Can you get any audio happening on it?
Hold on, yeah, we're gonna get some audio.
With no audio on the last one, so
hold on, we're gonna get it. Let's see. Give me this. Can y'all hear it?
No, sir.
No.
Huh.
Y'all had a problem hearing mine too. I heard that there's another version of this out there, so I need to download it. I didn't download it before the thing.
Man.
So you can hear it, Mike?
I can hear it, but I don't know why y'all can.
That was the same thing on my end also. I mean, about a month or two ago. So maybe we both need to download the latest version.
In other words,
y'all heard the other one.
They said Harry Douglas is a better scrapper than any of them.
Yeah.
Harry Douglas is a mean little dude, man.
Did you hear it?
I didn't hear.
I read the caption.
The caption said,
yeah.
Yeah, they say, man, he the tough light. They say that dude, he's a fight. Man, I don't know why they.
Harry Douglas jacked somebody up when he was a receiver for Tennessee.
Oh, here we go.
They said he was dirty.
Hold on. Now
so that's why I said I would say Harry Douglas, but in real life, I want Whitey White because Whitey White is a dog.
Yeah.
He a big old dude, too.
Hold on 1 second. Let's try this.
Because he was the toughest one out of them three.
Wow.
Harry would be the first one in that line because he was the toughest out of that three. Now,
Southside Atlanta.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the other two wasn't tough, but Harry was number 2 in my room for all the years. 9 years I was there. He was the second toughest guy in my room ever. Harry didn't back down from nobody. Harry wasn't scared of nobody. Harry was gonna block, catch, tackle. Anybody you want to go fight, Harry, go fight him. And that was a big discussion we had in my room all the time. Tell him all the time I would find my guys if they got in a fight. A fight that wasn't a real fight. You know what I mean? They hit somebody in the back of the head, did something wrong.
Yeah.
But Harry would always get in fight, and then Roddy would run over to go help Harry. And then Roddy would get a flag. Harry didn't get a flag. He started the fight, but he didn't get a flag. Roddy would run over there, hit somebody behind the head, boom, 15-yard flag. I find Roddy one day I find him $500. I said, I done told you before, Harry don't need your help. Harry can be fighting 3 guys in the alley. If it ain't Bruce Lee and his company, you stay out of it. Harry can handle it. Julio 6'4", about 230.
Okay, y'all already hear that time?
Yeah, we heard it.
Okay. Yeah, they say Harry, man, but he's Southside Atlanta, boy.
yeah, I done seen Roddy tagged a few.
Uh-huh.
That's why I said Roddy.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen Julio tag.
Yeah, I didn't think Julio, but
yeah.
Harry got a big penalty when he was with Tennessee. He had one penalty when they said he was dirty and what he did, you know.
Yeah.
He got some dog in it. And I know Roddy White got some dog in it, but Harry got some dog in it. Yeah.
Yeah. They say he's a little guy, but he one of those little guys that can go.
He's doing well on ESPN. Is he still on ESPN?
I think he is, yeah.
And he started off on the radio here.
That's what I get ready to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got that dog in him in every area. He's like, look, we're gonna make this thing work.
So kudos to Mr. Harry Douglas.
Yeah, that's your Atlanta Falcons core. Hey, they had a one on your boy that I don't know if y'all remember this name, Peerless. What his name?
Price for Tennessee.
Man, the coach, when he came here, he's supposed to be Mr. Everything. They said, man, he got here. They were like, man, what you doing here?
Well, a lot of folks said they shouldn't have got him. At the time, if y'all remember, he was the number 2
That's
in
right.
Buffalo.
For Buffalo. That's right.
And they were trying to make him number 1 here in Atlanta.
Yep.
Arthur Blank brought him to town, wowed him and wined and dined him, and he signed with us and never turned out to be too much anything.
Yep.
Dallas got him after us.
And
he was okay for them. He wasn't all that.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he was bad in college. I was at the game when Tennessee won the championship, and he caught that long touchdown.
Yeah.
Now we had some bad receivers back when was it Steve Burkowski?
Oh man, Wallace Francis, Wallace Jackson,
Alfred Jenkins.
Alfred Jenkins.
They were some balls.
They were bad. Yeah.
Oh, they were bad. Wallace Francis went on to play with San Francisco also.
Yeah,
there were some bad boys back in the day.
Alfred Jenkins from Morris Brown, right?
Yeah,
and they played in the era where the receivers weren't being protected like they are today.
Right.
Man.
They would get mugged.
Their head off, man. Oh man,
those guys was tough.
That's what happened with Stingley back in the day. Y'all remember?
Yeah,
it's hard to laugh about Stingley though, man. That's
no, we ain't laughing about it. It was a tragedy.
I mean, I kind of when you said Stingley, I kind of giggled when I thought about it. Yeah, not Stingley, but was Tatum
was Tatum the one who hit him? Was Tatum the one
who hit him? Right?
Yeah.
And he was never remorseful about it, from what I know. I don't.
From what I heard,
I didn't read about it.
He wasn't. Yeah.
You cannot not be remorseful about
for something like that. You taking a man out like that, his livelihood. You know, Stingley has a grandson playing now, right?
Okay.
He's the top cornerback for the Houston Texans. Oh, he's a dog, man. His last name is Stingley.
Okay.
That's his grandson. Oh, he's a baller, man.
I know somebody used to play with LSU. Did he play for
I think that's
LSU?
Yeah, I think that's him. Yeah. He's with the Texans now. I mean, he locked that corner down. He got that side locked down. Well, he's one of the top corners in the league.
Wow.
Yeah, there he is, brother Andy.
Fellas, how's it going? Did somebody mention my good buddy Barkowski? Y'all see that?
Oh, look at that! Oh, look at you, boy!
Did you get it?
I was just looking at that a couple days ago.
It's an autographed picture, isn't it?
Yeah,
is it autograph, Andy?
No, it's not autograph.
Oh,
no.
okay.
Hey, Barkowski is my favorite Falcon quarterback. You know?
Oh yeah.
Peach Rebar.
Well, I'm gonna hold this for you then.
What is 6'3" what, Andy?
He had a golden arm, man.
Oh yeah, he had a shotgun, right?
Yeah, he was 6'4", 213.
He had some clay knees, but he had a golden arm.
Yeah.
Well, he took them hits, man.
It was a Falcon's fault that his knees were messed up, though.
Exactly. Yeah, man.
And like Art was saying, he had some fantastic receivers too, and he had William Andrews. And then after William Andrews, he had Gerald Riggs and a nice offensive line.
Yeah, Mike Ken, Mr. Clean, Jeff Van Note. See y'all going down memory lane.
Y'all remember Bill Fraley? You remember Bill Fraley?
Bill Fraley was a big
offensive tackle, right?
Yeah,
or something like that. Yeah, Tyker, right?
What you say, Art?
Well, no, he was offensive tackle, right? Bill Fraley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bad.
They had some balls up right. Yeah.
And then later on, you had what's the dude who owned the recording studio? His wife was on NFL Wives, I think. Big Whitlock.
Yeah, Bob
Whitlock. And what was the other dude who used to always be in the strip club?
Jamie Duke? No.
Not Jamie, the other big boy.
That could be any one of them now.
Exactly. Chris somebody, right? Chris, what is that?
Well, back in our small brief time.
Man. Those cats, man.
Chris Henson. What's his name? Chris Henson. Remember
Chris Henson.
him?
Yeah, that's what
Chris
Henson. Yeah, that's what it is. I know it was Chris something. But see, that's from football. And them cats right there, man, you get a concussion, you just keep playing the next week. Imagine how many concussions went unattended to, bro. That was a whole different man. Look, bro.
Oh, you would probably look down on if you came out the game.
Oh yeah, you were.
Yeah.
That was a whole different world.
Yeah, but they got hit with it later though. Because there's a lot of guys. They did that big lawsuit. They had to settle because a lot of guys got messed up.
Oh yeah.
But when they were retired, early age, so they're doing the right thing now with that.
Well, those players, Go ahead.
Have y'all ever watched the movie with Will Smith? I've never watched it. Have y'all watched it?
Which one?
Didn't he do a movie about CTE? And
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did
yeah.
watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember it. I did watch
Yeah, I
it.
did remember seeing something.
Uh-huh.
You look at those guys. Yeah, then I think is Tony Dorsett. Does he have some issues?
He's getting around
I
pretty
don't
good.
know.
I mean,
I think he has
with all
some
them-
issues. And then you had some of those guys. You had that linebacker from San Diego. He ended up dying. I mean, a couple of people ended up going crazy and dying and
shooting
people and
themselves.
stuff.
I think
You
that
know.
Pittsburgh Steelers, was it their center or somebody shot him? Somebody seemed like
Yeah.
yeah.
That was a few years
the
ago.
linebacker, Pittsburgh Steelers. Then I think Seahawks, right? Didn't he? Was it Junior Seahawks?
Junior Seau.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah.
Chargers, wasn't he?
Yeah. San Diego
Yeah.
Chargers. That's right.
He committed suicide, right?
Yeah.
Something crazy. That may have been it. Okay.
Bro, I tell you that the game ain't no joke, man. I mean, it's back then, bro. And like I say, I tell anybody, them cats need to get all the money they can. Because that NFL, like we discussed last week, NFL not for long. That's what it stands for. We talk about that.
What y'all think about the push tush?
You know what?
They get away with it.
Yeah, I think they're gonna get away. They're gonna ban it because after a while, nobody don't want to see on 3 downs you doing the push to. Come on, man, let's play some football.
But
So
They
they
should get away. What they got away? Go ahead, Art.
I mean, Green Bay's the main team pushing against it, but Philadelphia, nobody's success rate like it is at Philadelphia. So,
Right.
it's just working. I don't know. I'm not saying they won't, but I don't see no reason to panic because Philadelphia's success rate is a lot higher than most teams.
Mhm.
They got everything. They got a great offensive line. They got a quarterback who's a beast. I don't know should they take it away from that, but yeah, I don't really like it when the guys stand up and the offensive line come push them. Even on regular plays.
Right.
Middle of the field.
You know what
seem right.
and their defense is that the defense can't do that.
Right.
To get into the line. See, because if the defense do that, or if the defense even pushing somebody in or whatever, that's automatically a penalty 15 yards. So they saying if they can't do it one way, how they gonna do it the other way?
Hey, y'all remember they got rid of it on the kicks.
Right.
You used to could do it on the kicks.
Right.
They outlawed it.
They outlawed it. And this is one of the things that they looking at. I'm like, wow. I say for the game ain't gonna be no fun here in a minute.
They gonna be wearing tutu.
I enjoyed that playoff thing when I know somebody was complaining about it, but that was fun, man. When Washington and Philly, remember the guy they hopped across the line about 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
That was so funny, man, to me.
Man, the ref looked at him like he wanted to slap him.
Reason I don't like the tush push, man. Y'all remember them little football games, them Tudor football game where you get the men and they got the little vibrating field and they put the men on the little green thing and we stacked, man. And then we had a lead. And then folks start putting metal underneath the men and stuff, right? So if you had the heaviest man, you won. But also what I figured out, whatever side had the power supply on, that was the powerful side.
That's what I figured the game out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we had a whole league,
This electric football at home?
Tudor. It was the name of it was Tudor.
Really?
They had little fields. They had different sizes.
Yeah.
And you could get men. You could order different teams. You could order men that you could paint yourself. They had a little felt ball, but nobody passed the ball too much. Everybody just ran. The field vibrated, and the men had these little things underneath the bottom of it, and they moved. Yeah, we played that, man.
One today, it's worth some money today.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Around what year was that? I'm trying to see how I missed that.
Hey man, I ain't tell my age on.
Well, I'm telling my age. Hell, I remember
about
no problem.
When it was about 1969, 70, 71.
I wasn't there. But it lasted longer than that though.
Yeah.
A lot longer, Those games were popular
bro.
those were before the video games where you had Madden and all that stuff, man.
74,
but we actually
75.
had the actual teams with men who had, men like that would have.
That's right. That's how they play. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You had somebody like that who was running the ball, you know.
Uh-huh.
You don't remember Andy?
Yeah, I remember. I
Okay.
remember.
You can Google it
Sure.
and see it. You be like, oh man, yeah.
All them little games.
I remember now.
You beg your parents to get it.
Yeah.
I was in Hamilton, the country town, so we
Okay.
didn't do that out there. So
y'all didn't have them. I was in Washington, Georgia, and down here and in Atlanta. I did it.
no, sir. If it is no, Harris
I'm
County.
sorry. It was against the rules for y'all?
No, we didn't know about it.
Oh.
Y'all had the Ross Murphy.
Yeah.
Hey, look. Yeah.
Hey.
Word didn't travel fast back then.
At the black high school at that point, we did not have football.
Y'all didn't have the Sears Roebuck catalog?
No, well, that was it. Sears Roebuck catalog or the white folks.
JC Penney's or something.
Wow.
We didn't gravitate to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably since you went out and got it's crazy how stuff travel now, but yeah, back then a lot of stuff y'all didn't have access to. That's crazy, but thinking about it. Hey, cause y'all probably didn't have a Sears Roebuck down there.
Well, we had one in Columbus.
Oh, Columbus.
There was one in Columbus.
Okay. Wow.
You don't remember the little football game that you play with your fingers, do you? The handheld football game. You had the little electronic. You move it across and move it up.
I remember it wasn't popular. It wasn't popular where I was. So.
What y'all do for fun out there, man?
Yeah, well.
What? I'm interested. What did y'all do?
Play hide and go seek.
Where you from, Mercy?
We played basketball.
Okay.
We were hot on basketball now.
Cool. Were you any good? You had a shot?
I didn't make the team. I was okay.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Baseball.
Got great in the house today.
You muted, Grady. Unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself, Grady. Man, what our Hawks gonna do, man? And man, they win one game, two game, then let us down. I mean, come on, bro.
Man, Trey got to be tired of the Hawks building. The only thing that'll keep him here, evidently they say he believe in Quinn Snyder, but he'll make more money being renewed here than he would in another town because the Hawks got his bird rights and so forth. But I would be tired after, I don't know how many years has he been in, 7 years or so? And they still rebuilding, depending on young talent.
Yeah.
Owner y'all talked about how great Arthur Blank did stuff, building a great stadium. As Mike mentioned last week, Tony Ressler has $3.1 billion more than Arthur Blank.
Yeah, because he definitely don't have the right people in place to put somebody.
No, he's so cheap, Chad.
Yeah. He's had some of his kids running the team.
How can you do anything when you're so cheap? You sign one and you get rid of him as soon as you sign him because he might make you go over the cap. I mean, how you gonna build a team? I mean, the Lakers are over the cap. Every team's won a championship has been over the cap.
Yeah,
it's sad.
I wish Ted Turner was still over it.
And I was just getting ready to say, man, that just came in my mind. Suppose we had somebody like Ted. Ted Turner back in the day loved Atlanta, man. He owned the Hawks and the Braves.
Yeah.
I mean, back then.
Okay. Speaking of, no, go ahead and finish up with the Hawks. Then I was going to say something about this Celtics.
Sanders, what was you going to say?
I was about to say, it's sad to say that the player, what's his name? Trey. I think Trey, in order to get a championship, is going to have to leave Atlanta. I hate to say it.
That's sad. That's the only superstar we've had since Dominique.
Well, not since that. Well, we
basketball wise, who was a superstar?
But, I mean, but
I like Spud Webb. Spud Webb was good.
He wasn't
but we had Trevor Johnson. What's his name? Schroeder. What's the guy name?
He wasn't no superstar. He a journey.
He got him a championship when he left Atlanta.
Schroeder? With who?
He went to
Golden State. Yes, he did. He got him a championship when he left Atlanta. Schroeder and what's the guy named?
I know the point guard that went to Dallas, right? One of the guys from the Dallas Mavericks.
Jason
Terry. Lou Williams got a championship with
Jason Terry.
Yeah. No, it wasn't Lou Williams I'm talking about. Yeah, Jason Terry, I think.
Jason Terry.
Yeah, and he was
he went with the was it Dallas?
Well, my point is very different. My point is that Trey is the only superstar since Dominique. Right. All right, and they're gonna lose him. You know,
and Dominique didn't get a championship. He played in a championship.
No,
game.
Dominique never played with any Hall of Famers until Moses was past his prime. I don't think Reggie Steers made the Hall of Fame.
Dominique,
Who else was a Hall of Fame?
What's his name came and broke up the team when I thought it would have been Atlanta.
Lenny Wilkins and Stan Castle.
Yeah,
he came with a bullshit. Yeah,
Lenny Wilkins.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah,
he
he
even
messed
live in
that
Atlanta
team
now?
What now?
Does Lenny Wilkins even live in Atlanta now?
I doubt if he lives
he,
here.
he,
I
he,
haven't
pretty old.
heard
He would be pretty old now too.
Yeah.
I don't think he's dead though. He's alive, I think.
I think he ran out of Atlanta when he got rid of Dominique.
Man, look, man, that messed the whole shit up, man. I mean,
they had the #1 record in the league when they traded away.
When they
Dominique.
traded him. That's just pure jealousy.
And of course, Danny Manning didn't even sign back with the team.
Danny,
so it was a stupid trade.
Very much.
Had no guarantee Danny Manning was going to stay here.
No.
You traded a Hall of Fame superstar who was the #8 scorer in the league
Face of the city
when he retired.
Face of the city. Yeah. Face of Atlanta. Brother still the face of Atlanta, man.
Still is.
And bro, man, let me tell you, when you see him now, he's just like he was back in the day. When I see him, hey, bro, how you doing, man? You still away? I mean, he just as personable as he was back then, man. And whenever I see him, man, I mean, that's just the person he is, man. Still represents Atlanta. You know, he got a son, ranked one of the top forwards, playing with Grayson High School right now. He's gonna be coming out this year, and he's gonna be going to UGA. They say he got some hops because I think he had about 2 or 3 sons playing, but this youngest one's supposed to be the one.
Now, is that the one he had with the doctor? He was married to a doctor at one point.
Not sure.
Okay.
Not sure, but I know this is his youngest son.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Who's that? Neek?
Yeah, Dominique.
Yeah. I don't know, was it with the youngest, the same way with that Shaq and also LeBron is like the youngest son better than the older one.
Well, think about it. When you're young and you're the youngest one and you going against your big brothers, they gonna make you better.
Yeah.
It always happens.
True.
Hey, I'm gonna show. Go ahead.
Is Bronny that good? LeBron Jr., is he that good? I thought he was a bit lacking some.
They're talking about a son who's younger than Bronny. He has more, supposedly more potential.
Okay.
I forget his name, but
Yeah.
I think Bronny just feel the wish that a father son could play on the same team.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. He really was pushing that.
Yeah.
Hey, since we're on basketball, I'm gonna take about 3 minutes, if y'all don't mind, and show you something on basketball that I found. I'm sorry, y'all. I found some good stuff, and I said I gotta share it with my people real quick. But let me see if I can put it up. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Let's see. But this thing on basketball here was kind of funny. Let's see if I can find it. Hold on 1 second. Y'all can go ahead and talk while I'm trying to find this. I may not be able to find it. Let's see.
Anyway, non-sports stuff, but I put I don't know, you guys listen to Tiny Desk much?
I love Tiny Desk, yeah.
Okay, I put one that I put that Babyface one. I just heard that yesterday. That was awesome, man.
Yeah.
It's out there.
There's a lot of good Tiny Desk.
Yeah.
And you playing, people are actually playing. They're not putting any reverb. Only people, I think maybe Ronald Isaac had a little reverb on his voice, but the Isaac Brothers one was real good.
Don't get that.
Okay, let's see.
The guy with with the Gap Band, Wilson's got a
Charlie Wilson. It was real nice. Yeah.
They got some good stuff out there, man. But y'all, yeah.
I'm gonna show this real quick.
About what he had done in Africa. He played a little bit of basketball, not a lot. He played team handball. He played soccer. Yeah. We really had nothing dependent on because none of us had ever seen him play before he got to Houston.
A guy named Chris Pond is sending this kid over.
Christopher Pond, he was coaching Central Africa. He said, well, if I arrange the visa, will you go? I said, of course.
Hakeem lands at JFK in New York, and St. John's is supposed to meet him. No one's there. He has 3 other tickets, one for Louisville, the University of Houston, and Providence. He walks outside at JFK, and it's cold.
As soon as I opened that door, the breeze that hit me from the outside, there's no way I couldn't even go outside, so I just went straight back in. What am I going to do?
He sees a baggage handler that happens to be Nigerian, and he asks him, hey, which one of these have weather similar to Lagos, Nigeria? The baggage handler looks. He says, Houston.
So I changed my tickets, catch the next plane to Houston. So I got to Houston, nobody was there.
Guy Lewis tells Mike Young and I, says, look for a kid from Africa, probably will be about 6'7". I'm like, okay.
And so he said, if the guy's 6'6", 6'7", we're gonna send him back.
Mike Young and I see Akeem, and he keeps growing, growing, and growing. I'm like, no, he's a 7-footer, all right, but he only weighs about 170 pounds. And I call up Coach Lewis. I said, hey, Coach, it's Eric Davis. He goes, you got the kid? He says, I got him. I says, you know, he's 7 feet tall. He goes, well.
Basketball-wise, he was a kindergartner. He didn't know much about the sport. He didn't know how to play the game.
Akeem had something you couldn't teach. He had the ability to go and get the ball off the rim, and he probably had the best timing. It was a lot for him as a young guy, and he earned the right to be on the floor.
He is a competitor. He is a warrior. We couldn't coach that. We got the greatest gift in the world. And you know what? Wherever that baggage handler is, wherever he's at, thank you. Thank you.
Y'all remember Karl Malone elbowed Isaiah Thompson, split him up?
Akeem the Dream, baby.
Hey, Akeem is underrated, man. You don't hear his name when they talk about some of the greatest, and he, for a while, I remember he embarrassed Shaq. Shaq was a young Shaq, but you know, he took Shaq to school. Folks still paying Akeem thousands of dollars. Young guys still paying him thousands of dollars to work out with him.
Absolutely. His footwork, Mays, if you watch some of his old tapes, man, his footwork is just amazing, man. Those post moves and how he, man, I'm like, this dude here, that's poetry in motion.
He has 2 titles though.
Yeah,
that's good, man. You know, he's one of the best ever. You know, he wasn't in the best media market, but you know, and then he didn't speak English fluently as well, so that probably had something to do with it. But yeah, he was good. I mean, some of the best guys to me that were as good as anybody, like Akeem and Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan was hell. I mean,
man, and I was out there in Houston when Akeem was playing. That was my first job in Houston, Texas, so I had a chance to see him up close, man. I remember going to U of H basketball game. I'm like, and then I remember when he went to the Rockets. Now you talking about going to see the Hawks back in the day when Nick and all, man, look, going to the Rockets game, you 23, 22 years old, and you got a job with IBM, and then you going to the Rockets game. That's where everybody hit, man. Those were the times back then. You had Ralph Sampson.
That's what I was about to say.
Elijah Wan.
Everybody thought Ralph Sampson was going to be the superstar. I think his injuries. What was it, Mike? Was it you was out there? I thought it was. What derailed him?
Injuries, man.
When it was I thought it was a light.
But he played power forward. He didn't play center. King played center.
He played center.
Those injuries have no weight.
I mean, he wasn't going to be like Akeem and all that. I don't think, though. I don't think he was that.
Oh, coming out of college, Ralph Sampson was the
Z.
But
sometimes when you're in college, you know, your physical advantages don't translate.
That's true, but I'm just saying the way they were looked at the time. King was part of Five Slammer Jammer, you know, Drexler and them guys.
Drexler and all that. Oh man, come on, boy.
Drexler was man.
I hated they lost that championship, man. They lost the championship.
Yeah, who's that they played? Was it North Carolina?
I don't know, but they had. You remember they had the coach that was famous for the towel.
Yeah.
No, I guess he was.
That's University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
Hey, but guess who was at that game when they lost?
We'll have to watch.
Who was at that game?
When Houston lost.
Yep. It was in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Wow.
Where was it at?
It was Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Okay.
I was out in Colorado. Yeah, me and a friend, we drove down from Colorado without a ticket. You know,
that game. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was in that. That was crazy, man.
That game and when Patrick Ewing and them guys lost, I guess it was to Villanova. Those were the two games that I was so disappointed at. You had, I thought 5-summer jamming with them guys. I was rooting for them. And then when Ewing and the boys lost with Thompson, remember? They lost to, I think, Villanova.
Villanova hit down there 80% of their shots. That was crazy. They might have been on some drugs because they was hitting 79% of their shots that game.
That was very disappointing.
Yeah. Them boys were hot that game.
But it was crazy what you were talking about. The Houston had eventually had 2 NBA Hall of Famers on that team that didn't win a championship.
Drexler and Keem. Who else was on that team, man?
They had some other
big power forward. It's a big power forward. I can't think of his name now, but he was pretty good.
Yeah. Now, Mike, were you living out there at the time or no?
Yeah, I think I was living out there at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder I have to look it up who the other guys were.
Yeah, because I can't remember.
They named, one of them, they had a forward, back in the day, 6'9", 6'10" was big for a power forward. Okay. And he might have played a couple years in the NBA, but he didn't, he ended up making a name for himself or nothing like that. But yeah. I could almost think his name's going to N or M, but they had they should have won. They had a Houston. Their coach wasn't that good, to be honest. Though he had them freezing the ball and shit. And,
how do you freeze the ball with them guys, man?
He had them back. He had them going that. They quit being aggressive and stuff, and they couldn't hit the free throws. And NC State ate them up.
All I remember about him is he had that white towel always draped around him. Draped around his shoulder.
Okay, NC State was that guy, Jimmy Valvano, right? That was Jimmy Valvano, right?
Jimmy Valvano, that was NC State,
the winning coach.
Yeah. Was he in the time that David Thompson was out there, NC State?
Yeah, but that's a different. Yeah, that's a different era, though. I think it's probably that's what David Thompson played. One of the best college teams ever, but that might have been 10 years on up the road or something. It wasn't, right next.
David Thompson came out of NC State in 76, 77, because I was out in Colorado at the time.
Oh, okay. I don't know was it before or after, but I do know David Thompson, he played with a 7-foot guy by the name of Burleson or something like that. And that's the team. David Thompson won about 6 or 7 games in a row. Something crazy. Maybe more than that.
Which coach was that used to throw the chair across the floor?
That crazy dude, Indiana. What was his name?
Oh, Bobby Knight.
Bobby Knight.
Bobby Knight. Yeah. Hey, names to remember. Bobby Knight. Oh my God, swearing everybody out.
Yeah, I remember that's the one that said. He said something about when they bury me. Bury me with my face facing the ground, so all the reporters can kiss my ass, kiss my ass.
Man, that's
hey, y'all,
that's what you want to be remembered as.
This is who they were saying were the five slammer jammer.
Yeah,
starters.
okay.
Drexler, Elijah, Michael Young, Larry, Michaud.
That's the one
I don't even remember none of them. I guess I
remember Michael Young.
I remember Michael Young.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Elijah Wong and Clyde Drexler.
Did any of those other guys ever play? I mean, did they ever do anything in the pros?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think Michaud played a few years in the pro. I don't know about I can't remember the rest of them, but Michaud was. The fact
who else was a high flyer on that team besides
Drexler?
I know who else. It was five slammer jammer.
I think all of it. That's why they got five slammer. I think all of them could get up and go get it.
Okay.
Because they all had hops.
Yeah, I just didn't remember the other. I didn't remember the other guys.
Man, that was some days back there. Hey, look, those names.
Go ahead, finish.
Now go ahead.
No, that's when you about to say the same thing. You remember players' names back there because it wasn't one and done. I mean, those guys played multiple seasons. And like I said before, I don't look down on one and done because if a young man can make it and make some money, it's capitalism. I mean, tennis players can do it, golfers can do it. But for me, I'm not as interested in college basketball now. I don't recognize any of the players because they there for a second.
Yeah, it hurts you in pro too because when draft night come up, you still don't know the players. You know,
you don't know nobody anymore.
And they're not game ready, man. They look, man. You got to put
that's
that
true.
time
You are drafting on potential,
exactly.
Unless you got a Wembanyama who Right.
And a lot of them fade out after a few years.
They fade out, bro. They don't have the fundamentals. Somebody told me this what is it? AAU. Them kids not getting the fundamentals. They just running and shooting, bro.
Plus a guy who can't even buy a drink got all that money.
Yes. But it was always hard to hit the draft picks, right?
You're right.
The Celtics or the Lakers or somebody, but it's always been hit and miss with the NBA draft.
NBA. You're right. And
how is it that the Lakers always get these great players, man?
Man, they got an eye for it. That's what I'm saying, man. You gotta have the right people up front to be able to identify.
But Mike, everybody got an eye. Everybody knows that Hakeem Olajuwon was great. Everybody knows that Luka Doncic was great. Do you remember they got Chris Paul, but old boy blocked it? They got Wilt Chamberlain. I don't know. Wilt Chamberlain was probably nearer the end of his career at that time, but they always seem to get the great. The player that could be great. Dwight Howard was at the height of his career when Shaq. Remember, Shaq was free agency.
I think guys want to play. I think it's two things.
Yeah, they want to go to LA.
They want to go to places like Boston and LA, but also the management. They used to win in there, so they're gonna do whatever. They try hard.
Hey, they'll go into the luxury tax, won't they?
Yeah, for a while. For a while, Chicago and Detroit were markets that they wanted to be in.
Yeah,
rolling them quarters.
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah.
But you got a lot of that with the Philadelphia Eagles in football. They got creative financing. You look at all those stars Philly had, right? How we over cap more than they are.
I don't know. I hadn't looked at them that close. They got some young guys on that defense, though. They've drafted a lot of young guys for Georgia on that defense.
They two wide receivers, both of them making their $30 million a year. Falcons, okay.
How much is the quarterback at?
He's at a full contract, around 40, 50 or something, around 50.
Yeah. He was highest paid a couple years ago, wasn't he?
Yeah. Briefly, that changes. They got more high paid players, but they do some creative financing because it ain't just one for one on the salary cap. It's about the signing bonuses and somebody, but I don't know how they do it, man. But I know a lot of leagues in the NBA how Philly's doing that, but they got a lot of stars, man. They paying some money for.
Well, we better figure out how to do it. I tell you that.
That's right.
Because
I hope we do, but my confidence in them is very low at this time.
I know.
Because we back again, like y'all said,
man. It's hurting us bad.
We had got out of salary cap hell. Now we back in.
Hey. Wasn't even out of the year, was it? Wait a minute. It was the last year of
a few minutes.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah, I mean, really. Even like I said, even with the huge increase, I have to look up the amount in the salary cap. We are still over the salary cap. We got to sign our own free agents. We got rookies to sign. I don't know.
That's management right there.
I don't know whether it went up 23 to 30. It went up a lot, 26 million. It was in the mid to upper 20s or perhaps higher.
Right, yeah.
Which is one of the bigger increases they've had in a while. Wow. But,
we got to get where guys want to come here, though.
Yeah. And they got to start picking the right players. Don't go out, and I'm going to give y'all a name and see y'all remember this. It isn't basketball, but it can make the analogy in football. Don't get out and go and draft me a Sam Bowie. Y'all remember that name?
Yeah. I remember everybody.
You know who he was drafted in front of, right?
Michael J.
Yes.
But in defense of Bowie, he got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt, and that was But don't give me nobody like that. Don't go out. I need y'all to hit on these draft picks. Let's go.
Now,
let's get this.
Remind me, Mike, that wasn't the one that came from
Kentucky,
Africa, was it? The one that was 7 foot something?
He came from Kentucky.
Kentucky,
Okay.
that's right. I said North Carolina. You're right. Kentucky.
That's when Kentucky was a powerhouse.
Yeah, they were going back to what May said. Players came in, they stayed with the team, and they built their resume, and they got the fundamentals. Yeah.
But speaking of Sam Bowie, Kentucky didn't beat North Carolina in the championships, I don't think.
Right.
No, they didn't. I don't think they did.
Yeah, never. I just wonder because both of them was in there.
They did that 4 corners, didn't they? Back then.
Oh, that is, yeah.
Carolina,
wow.
Dean Smith did that 4 corners at the end of the game.
Man, think about them North Carolina team. You got Jordan, you got my man James Worthy. You got North Carolina was loaded back in the day. Think about all the players they took to the pro.
They even had some players that didn't even make it was good.
That's right.
That was on that squad.
Yeah.
North Carolina. You know the one I hate to make it, that Lynn Bias guy, the one died,
man.
Right before he
was ready to set the league on fire. He was getting ready to set the league on fire, bro. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
What North Carolina had that guard, Donald Black.
Yeah, they sure did. And then they have your boy, what did Kenny what his name go? Kenny Smith.
Kenny Smith was
Kenny Smith. When he was there?
Yeah.
He went to Houston. He came to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Then went to Houston. And
Georgia Tech. That Fratello didn't want to use him, man. For some reason. I didn't understand why Fratello didn't want to use him.
Yeah.
You know,
he's another person that came to Atlanta and went elsewhere to get him a championship.
Yeah, but he was somewhere before he came here, I think. But
he was.
Fratello did not use the guy. I didn't understand.
Yeah.
Man, Fratello was short. I remember meeting him at a car dealership one time.
Oh, you look at.
I thought he was what that guy would do with it, man.
You know, he had a complex.
This week? You got a poem for us this week before we?
Yeah, I got you.
Go drop us something, man. Go drop us something up here, bro.
Well, dribbling up and down the court or playing even in another sport, you should have that anticipation before you even see a celebration. The anticipation is so greater than the destination. This is that one thing that it excites me at dawn, makes me beat my alarm to its ring. It makes me change what's frantic to fun, like the waiting wasp wanting to inject its sting, or like a groom on his honeymoon. Yes, our honeymoon. Yes, our honeymoon. I would say second to none, but I think about the birth of my firstborn son, waiting and anticipating of the rising of that sun, and of all that I saw of the birth of my brand new bun. Have you ever had backed up anticipation of a long-awaited vacation or a premature celebration? Like a Virgin Island getaway, looking for a better day, but ending in a wetter way. You see, everyone should take that ride, not that trip to a brighter side, not hiding behind a 9 to 5, but waking up with a dream. Not one that's wet, but one that you're willing to get up and get. Like a man with a plan that's been set. Because see, I promise you, this is no dress rehearsal. If you didn't know, this is the show. Like a drawn infomercial. God shows no respect, not to the ignorant or intellect, but opportunity is universal. So I give you this charge. Grab a dream that's too large, not one to be driven in the garage, but like a ship said, bon voyage. Go and explore the deep blue sea. And remember, what will be, it will be. Go live a life that's free and anticipate your new me. Anticipate your new me.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Andy the poet in the house.
That's all right, Andy.
Yes, sir. Anticipate the new man.
Hey, you got the young lady clapping for you over there, man.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
I love it,
the
bro.
Amazon book come out? That's what I want to know.
Oh, man. Hey, we're working on it. I've been working on it all day today.
All right, man.
Awesome,
sounded good.
Actually working on 2 of them.
Brother Mike, you got something for us?
Man, I'm going to just say this real quick, man. It's been a pleasure, man. Great seeing everybody. Y'all keep pumping it up, letting people know about it. Man, all the gifts and all the talents on this call, man, let's go get it. Let's create our best week. I want to tell you this. Make your move before you are ready. Make your move before you're ready, which means make your move before you feel like it. Don't wait till you feel like it. Make it right now. And then somebody told me this weekend, it stuck with me. Train your mind to see challenges as opportunities. Turning your mind and training your mind to see solutions during the challenges. That's my story. Let's go. Let's go.
Yes.
Bless y'all.
Good advice.
Have a great week, y'all. We talk to you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah.